Sky Squad, it's about to go down. Yes, we're going to be talking about the Love and Marriage Huntsville all girls cast trip and what's about to happen. Baby, this weekend is about to be on fire. Okay. And I know y'all going to have a lot to say about this week's episode if you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. But if you don't, let's get into Basketball Wives first because maybe we got a couple of things to talk about. Now, if you are a fan of reality TV news and you like this type of content, go ahead and tap that like button, smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. Oh, yes. Okay. Tap it right now. Tap it like your life depends on it, baby. And leave us a comment at the end of this video as well. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so we can get those numbers going, baby. All right, so Basketball Wives, we got a little bit of news on the Jennifer Williams and Christian Gold debacle that occurred with the arrest warrant that apparently came about as a result of Jennifer Williams posting Christian and her on vacay in July over in Switzerland and Italy. I know, listen, baby, when you're on vacation, it's hard to resist. But if you know he's not supposed to be going, then I don't know. But that's not exactly the story that Christian is painting because Christian and his lawyer have responded to the arrest warrant news. Let's tap into it from our friends over at Urban Bell Mag, where we actually first saw this story. Okay. So it says Jennifer Williams' fiance responded to the warrant for his arrest. In response, her fiance asked the judge for permission to attend his wedding to Jennifer. Because we were wondering how this was going to play out with regards to the wedding happening in less than 30 days. And you know, Jennifer is trying to get married in the Paris. Now, an attorney who has a YouTube channel named Simone Redwine apparently obtained the court documents from Christian's case, in which the court confirmed that the restitution was $12,500. And she allegedly also conducted a background check. Well, not allegedly. She conducted a background check and said she could not locate any assets for Christian despite him claiming a net worth of $6 million. Okay. Now, if you guys are wondering where that net worth came from, he said on the Carlos King podcast that he was worth about $6 million. Now, I'm guessing that's in assets, right? Now, apparently, for this arrest warrant, his probation officer said that Christian left the state of Georgia multiple times without getting permission. And the probation officer found this out from Jennifer's Instagram page. So now Christian and his attorney are responding to the warrant. They confirmed that the restitution was indeed $12,500. But Christian on Carlos King's podcast painted a little bit of a different scenario, wherein on the show, it was claimed that it was $250,000, i.e. $250,000. And then Christian on the podcast said that there were two, I guess, cases, maybe listing differing amounts. So I don't know if he's confirming that this is a separate one. I really don't know. I'm just telling y'all what the information that I'm gathering here, okay? Now, Christian did confirm that he left the state of Georgia without permission from the probation office, but he is requesting a walk-in hearing to avoid incarceration. Christian said he had a myriad of different officers and received different instructions on travel outside the state. So, which is it? You left the state without permission from the probation office, but you were confused because you had different officers and received different instructions on traveling outside the state. I don't really know how that works, to be honest with you. So I don't know if you need to get that in writing. I don't know does somebody need to stamp off on it, like on some paperwork? How does that work? Is it a verbal exchange? Y'all tell me in the chat because I'm confused. Now, he is also asking the court to close the case and allow him to remain on probation, but still issue him a travel pass for him to marry Jennifer in Paris next month. I have no idea what is about to happen in this situation, but listen, if Jennifer is happy, then you know what? I told y'all I'm at the age where I'm like, if you like it, I love it, right? Until something happens otherwise, then she seems determined to marry him. On Carlos King's podcast interview, I mean, he comes across like a pretty okay guy to me, but it was just a lot of explaining of things that he had to do. And I feel like when you got so much to explain, it just becomes confusing to me a little bit. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Did y'all happen to watch the interview? I'll link the interview in the description so that you guys can go watch it if you would like. There was a lot of talk about his business in that interview and, working in the Forex space and the MLM space, which, listen, it's fine. However, you make your money, to me, like, make your money. Don't let the money make you. But there was a lot of that. So you might have to, like, fast forward through some of that. Unless you're interested in that, then you might want to, definitely tap in and take some notes because he was dropping gems on the situation. Now, again, listen to it for yourself. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. All right, so let's talk about, we haven't done this in a while. We have a preview for the next episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Baby, it is about to be wild on the Huntsville, okay? Huntsville is definitely having a season, okay? They got a interesting mix of cast and stories. And I gotta tell y'all, it's still one of my favorite shows, even though the fandom can be a little intense, but I think it's because people are so passionate about it, and I can't be mad at passion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point. I just don't want it to get to the point where it ruins the show experience like it did with Jersey. I don't want that to happen because I like these people. Okay. So let's get into it. I thought that this was the best spot to stop the video at because y'all know I can't play the video on the channel because it belongs to, OWN and, Kingdom Reign and the Peoples. So I can't play the video, but what I can do is talk you through it because it's a real quick explanation. Basically, Melody is like F Destiny, okay? F her, F her, okay? F her. How did this come about? You may ask. Well, so the girls are on a girls' trip, right? And so Nell is asking the group, I guess, or Melody, because it's Melody's trip, if Destiny is coming. And so Miss Nell says something to the effect, should I be calling her Miss Nell? Because I feel like she is an elder. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that in a respectful way because, I grew up in the church in the South. So I feel like I need to be calling her Miss Nail. You know what I'm saying? Miss Nail. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so apparently, Miss Nail is like, I don't want to talk about nobody. I don't really like talking about people when they're not here. So then Melody's friend, Shanita Foster, is pretty much like, I think she's kind of either iffy about Letitia or Destiny and kind of wondering why she would want to come knowing, or why she would be invited knowing that Melody and Destiny are not really cool like that. And so Letitia is like, well, it's the girls' trip and she's a part of this group, which is true because Sunny is there, right? But when we talk about we're talking about TV world. So let's talk about it in two respects. TV world, Destiny's a part of the cast, Sunny's a part of the cast. The same way I view Quad and Letitia on Married to Medicine, I view Sunny and Destiny in this situation. I'm looking at it from the lens of the TV person, the capturing the show. It makes more sense to have Destiny there than not because of the evident tension with Destiny and Sunny, not to mention the tension between Destiny and Melody. So if you want some TV to happen, you're probably gonna have to invite her. Now, whether she come or not is on her, okay? Because really, they can't generally make you go on a trip. But if you don't go, you probably will not be paid for some episodes. So it's in reality, it's going to behoove you to go. Now, in our reality, the one in which we actually live, not the AI generated alleged reality, would I go on a trip that I am not? I ain't really settled with the host. No, okay, I'm not gonna go. If I'm the host and I got an issue with somebody and it ain't settled, don't bring them on my trip. Period. That's real life though. But we talking about TV. So let's make that distinction. And you can respond however you choose to in whatever reality you want to. Okay. Now, Letitia, we're gonna say it's a little messy. It's a little messy. It's true. She's doing her function as a reality TV personality by inviting Destiny because it's gonna be drama. Okay. But would I on in real life, would I do what Letitia did? No, I would not. Okay. I wouldn't set my friend up like that, nor would I disrupt the host like that. Period. But again, this is reality TV, so you got to be a little messy. So Letitia's like, well, hold on. I told you I was inviting her. And Mel said something to the effect of, I didn't know she was coming. Those weren't her exact words, but she said something like, oh, I ain't know about that. And so Letitia's like, wrong, because I text you. So they do show the text message where Letitia lets Melody know that she was gonna bring Destiny, or asking if it was okay, or she was gonna say something, she was gonna bring her, or something like that. Now, it don't look like Melody responded, or if she did, we can't see it. Now, the people in the comments are like, if you ain't see that response, then why you bring her? Okay, that means no. No response means no. No, ma'am. But apparently for Letitia, now I don't know again if there was a response or not, because we could only see what we could see. If it won't no response, then Letitia was like, well, that means yes. So at that point, Melody's like, I mean, for real though, F Destiny. And here is the reaction that you see from Stormy and Trisha, Miss Trisha. Okay, if you're nasty. Okay. So I think Love and Marriage Huntsville is about to be on fire. Let me know if you will be tuning in. Let me know what you guys think Jennifer should do. I think that Jennifer is all in on this relationship and there is no turning back. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Period. Okay? Period. All right. So that's the tea for you guys today. Make sure you guys tap into the links in the description of this video, baby, because of course, like I said, we got the ebook in a day course. I should call it ebook in an hour because you could finish that thing in about an hour with the template I gave you. But if you're trying to make a little extra coin and you got some knowledge that can help somebody else solve a problem, and you've been trying to write an ebook, go ahead and tap down in the description. Also, we got the links for the books, The Wickedest Wives, as well as the Thailand trip is still on March 1st through the 7th. Bali is closed for registration, so we got the group for Bali. We about to leave in a couple of weeks. Tap in, y'all. Tap all the way in. There's opportunities out there. You just got to grab them and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next video.